Hi everyone, I'm Sushmita Patibandla, a fitness coach, and I am excited to be your host today for today's session on Race Day Ready Strategy for Your First Best 10K. Whether you're preparing for your first 10K or looking to improve your timing, today's session will give you practical strategies to help you improve your run smarter and stronger on race day. Let me introduce our amazing panelists for today. First, we have Sanjana Yadav. Sanjana is a product manager at Microsoft and an endurance runner based in Delhi. She began running seriously in 2024 and has already achieved some impressive milestones, including completing a full marathon in 4 hours 20 minutes and a half marathon personal best of 1 hour 52 minutes. She's also been recognized as the best upcoming female runner in by Hyderabad runners and serves as president of the Microsoft Hyderabad Running Club. She is also one of our pacers for the Hyderabad City Slam summer run. We are excited to have her share insights on building discipline, navigating challenges, and showing up strong on race day. Welcome, Sanjana. Next, we have Shravan Dvibashyam, widely known as the social runner. Based in Hyderabad, Shravan is a running coach with over 16 years of experience, working with runners across all levels, from beginners to marathoners and ultra athletes. He's completed over 40 full marathons himself and brings deep real world insight into endurance training and race day performance. As the founder of Social Runners Force, he focuses on building consistency, strength, and long term injury free running. He has mentored over 400 runners and is a two-time Best Mentor Award winner from Hyderabad Runners. We are excited to have him share practical insights on pacing, training smart, and running your best 10K. And finally, we have Aditya Reddy Manugunta, also known as Coach Aditya, based in Hyderabad. Aditya is a dietitian, nutrition coach, counseling psychologist, and ultra running coach with over 7 years of experience in endurance sports performance. He specializes in endurance training, race nutrition, gut health, recovery, and injury prevention, bringing together both scientific expertise and real athlete experience. He is also one of our pacers for the Hyderabad City Slam summer run, and as an endurance athlete, he has taken on events like the Ladakh Marathon and Silk Route Ultra. We are excited to have him share his insights on race day, fueling recovery, and optimizing performance. Welcome to all of you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello. So let's start. This question is in general for all of you, but let's start with Sanjana. In one line, what does race day feel like to you? What's more common, excitement or nervousness?
I think I would say controlled chaos because there's also excitement as well as nervousness. But I feel nervousness is actually a good sign. It means that I care and that I'm ready.
Wonderful. What about you, Shravan?
Yeah, I think it's a mixed feeling. So for freshers, it's an excitement, and for the experienced runners, it's a, like they are a bit nervous and everything because they will be trying to break some records or something. So it's a mixed feeling.
Oh, yeah. And Aditya, what do you think?
I would go with nervousness. Definitely nervousness. I think over the years, you definitely start to use that as fuel, and it helps you perform better. You're more cautious and you know what to do.
You're more focused when you're nervous.
Yeah, you're more focused.
Got it. Okay, now to start with pacing, Shravan, I'd like to ask you, what is the biggest pacing mistake first time 10K runners make?
Okay, so pacing is not about running for themselves. So they need to make sure that they analyze and they come up with a strategy on how they are going to run. Okay, so first they need to do some homework on the elevation part, on the route, on what run they're going to do, and everything. So whether it can be a 5K, whether it can be 10K or 21 or 42 or even ultra. So they have to come up with some strategy on, like they have to come up with some plan. Okay, I'm going to start like this and everything. So, but as part of your question, I feel like they should start easily. So they should it's like they start very much easy, and they should go accordingly, and they should have the plan that okay, where I'm going to slow down, where I'm going to where I will go faster. It's not like they are going more seconds faster, more seconds slower. So they should
Yeah,
be consistent within a flick of minus 25 to plus 25 seconds, like that. But they have to be very much consistent.
they should be consistent, and and you did mention you should understand the route as well and go by it.
Yes, yes.
Got it.
That is very much important. That is very much important, because as a pacer, they should know that where exactly the runners will get tired, where the runners he needs to push, because he's not running for himself. So there might be 100 runners who will be running with him. So it's the pacer's duty to bring everyone to the finish line. So he has to understand the runners, not himself. So he has to do the homework more.
Got it. Yes. And Sanjana, how should a beginner decide their target pace?
As a beginner, I think my biggest suggestion would be don't overthink pace. Of course, think about it, but don't overthink and don't over experiment on pace. Use your training as your truth. Like, what is your comfortable pace during a 5 to 7 kilometer run? That is always a good starting point. And then some few simple rules that one can follow is that when you're starting a race, start slightly slower than the target pace for the first few kilometers. Try to get into the rhythm. Once you have settled in, try to figure out what a good pace for you feels like. If you can see if you can push, or you want to follow your target pace, or you want to take it lighter. And it all stems down from the fact that race day is not the day to experiment, it's the day to execute. So training it becomes supremely important, and use training always as your grounding truth.
Yeah. So people note you should execute on the race day, no experiments on race day. And on that note of pace, Shravan, is it better to start slow and finish strong, or do you think maintaining a steady pace is better?
Maintaining, I feel like it's a mixed ones. So that's why people say it as like negative splits, positive splits, and consistency splits. Okay, so it depends on, as I previously mentioned, so it depends on that race day, where it's going to get conducted, and who are the runners running with you. So at the starting line itself also, you can change the strategy that okay, since I have this many runners, and they are going to get tired in the second half, so they might execute a positive splits in that kind of. So pacer has to decide on the fly, on he has to interact with the runners where they are getting tired, and how they can able to come up with, and they can how they are feeling while they are running. So accordingly they has to change the strategy and everything. So, and if it is a, low slower bus or something, then I think I will suggest them like to go with a consistent pace,
Continuous.
where the runners will not feel like okay, my first kilometer and the 10th kilometers everything is equal. So I don't have to put any kind of effort, more effort, or I don't have to spend any kind of energy and all. They just have to simply follow the pacer with a small strategy, and they have to finish it off.
Okay. So you mentioned, so Shravan mentioned about splits. Aditya, I'd like to ask you, can you explain about negative splits in a simple way?
I think to put it in simpler terms, the second half of your race is basically faster than the first half. So if you're running a 10K, I think your first half should feel like almost too comfortable. So you bank in the energy, and then you gradually open up once you start your second half of the race. So if it's 10, I think the first half should be considerably much more easier, and the second half, I think we push based on the energy we have. But like
Okay.
Shravan said, I think it's important we keep track of the pace, and ensure that we don't lag behind at any given point of time.
Right, right. So basically, pushing in the last half of your race is basically your negative splits.
Yeah,
You're running easy in the first half and then pushing
yeah.
hard. Right. Um, uh, between Shravan and Sanjana, I'd like to ask these questions. I mean, what should runners do if they feel they started too fast? I mean, Shravan, you can go with this. I
Okay.
mean, if a runner feels that they've just ran too fast early on, probably
Yeah.
they're out of breath or probably out of energy. What do you think they
Yes.
should do?
it always happens, to be frank. With every runner it happens. The people say that, okay, because all the people were running, so I also started fast, I couldn't able to analyze myself, so I just went along with them, and later I realized that I could not able to breathe, I cannot able to, I started feeling thirsty, something, my heart rate is like gone to zone 5, this, that, and all. So the thing is, if suppose, for example, if they have started, so they might have gone till 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers max. So I don't think so that 100 plus runners will go together faster for more 8 to 9 kilometers. So
Right.
hardly they might run for 1 to 2 kilometers. Then what they should do is like they have to analyze and they have to slow down accordingly. They can slow down. They can just look at their pace, how much pace they have gone faster. So if they have gone through, if they have saved at least 2 minutes, utilize the next 2 minutes in the next few kilometers. That's it, and accordingly bring it back to your pace. For example, like you are running in a six pace or something, and suddenly you went faster with 520 pace and 530 pace. So you have almost 60 seconds. 1 minute is there. So in the third kilometer, again utilize for six and a half this thing, and again for the next fourth kilometer, use it for six and a half. And accordingly, they can just slow down themselves, bring them into the track, bring back their heart rate again in the fun pace, and again where they can feel good with their current example pace, that 6-1, and again start accordingly and go consistently.
Right. Noted. So, Sanjana, now that Shravan had mentioned, people do mention about getting carried away when they're running. So, how do you avoid getting carried away by the crowd at the start?
I think plus one to travel. It happens to the most of us, and it has happened to at least 80% of my races where I've carried away, got carried away in the beginning. It's so easy to see other runners who are just acing the starting line, and you just want to get along with them. But I think for me, I eventually understood after a point that it's important that you warm up well. So what I have started doing right now is all before all of my races, I at least reach 1.5 hour earlier, and I do small zone one, zone two running, jogging, so that my heartbeat is kind of normal. And then when the start line, or usually when the race starts, I consciously hold back for the first 500 meters. I listen to my favorite song. So I have my favorite song which I play during all my runs. So I listen to this song, ignore everybody, because I like that song so much, and I only play that song when I'm running for my during my races. So for that reason, I try to hold off and enjoy my first 500 meters, and then I take off whatever target that I have in mind.
Right. That's a nice trick to do. I mean, if you guys are listening, I think you should try it too. So let's move a little bit into nutrition. Aditya, I mean, what should runners eat on race morning for a 10 kilometers run?
So I think preferably it would be something carbohydrate rich, easily digestible, obviously low in fiber and fat. So banana would do, peanut butter on toast does it, even honey on toast works well. Nothing heavy, nothing new. So I think a majority of us sometimes we make a mistake where we want to try something new on race day. I don't think anyone should do that, and try to have your intake like at least 2 hours before. Usually they say one. I think if you can't have it 2 hours before, then one also works. But you will still feel a little discomfort because the food might not have been completely digested.
Right. So my next question was that how early should they eat? So at least 2 hours would help
Yeah.
them. I mean, if not, 1 hour would be a little too close. Even a banana 1 hour before the run, do you think
Yeah, 1 hour before the run works.
works? Okay. And do you think they can run empty stomach? I've heard people say that I don't feel like eating. I
So
run.
I've run a lot of fasted runs. I've done a lot of fasted runs. It's fine, but if you're genuinely looking to perform well, I would always suggest you have something before your run. On your easy days, on your training days, it works. But if you're going there and you have a specific pace in mind and you want to really push yourself, I think you should definitely have something to eat and then get to the start line.
Right. Right. Now, Shravan, I mean, is coffee helpful or risky before a race day?
It depends on person to person. Okay, so even the pre-race meal also. It depends on person to person what they eat, and which will help and all. So coffee, to be frank, if your body is okay with caffeine and everything, it's the booster, to be frank. Okay, it
Okay,
will work fine like anything. But if the person is not okay with the coffee, then they might get some stomach upsets and everything. So it depends on person to person. I suggest them like not to try on the race day. There are many training runs which happens, so give a try on that training days. So training days are for that purpose only, that to test all these things. If you want to like if they want to go with carbs, or if they wanted to go with oats, or they want to go with bananas, or there's dates, everything, give it try, everything. You can eat biryani and try also. So not as a joke, I'm just taking care of, like, you can try everything, you try everything, whatever your body says that okay, this is the food which is giving me more energy for my faster runs and the complete run, go
right.
for it and get addicted to that. Yeah.
Got it. So no experiments again on the race day.
Yes, no
Do
experiments. And
everything during
coffee,
your training. Yeah,
yes, coffee is a booster, to be frank. But it's for
only if you're
those
used to. Yeah,
whose body supports it.
noted. So Sanjana, I'd like to ask you. I mean, for a 10K, do runners need gels or electrolytes
Um, for most
specifically for
people,
10 kilometers?
yeah, for most people, you don't need gels for a 10K. But let's say if it is very hot and humid, like it is right now today in Hyderabad, good to have electrolytes. They can definitely help. If you're running slower, but you're also running a very long distance, that time it's optional to go for gels or electrolytes. But keep it very simple. 10K is short enough to rely on your stored energy. So, net, you don't need.
Got it. So yeah, for 10 kilometers, you don't really have to have gels, but electrolytes, maybe if it is too humid, hot, and you're sweating a lot, yes. Let's look at how to prepare and what kind of gear to use. Shravan, what should runners definitely wear and avoid on a race day?
Don't try anything new. It will mess
Okay,
up the complete run.
right.
And make sure that at least 1 week or 2 weeks before, you just try the exact attire what you are going to wear on the race day. Okay,
Okay,
from top to bottom, whatever shirt, whatever shorts, whatever socks, whatever shoes you are wearing on, at least give it try for at least 2 runs. Same distance, with the same pace, everything, just give it try. If you are going for a full marathon, just at least do some around 30K long run or something kind of with the same attire, and just see that how it is reacting and how it is okay to your body and all. So
right.
I suggest like what definitely wear means, like don't wear like wear this dry fit clothes and all, and make sure that you have clear chaffing related creams and everything to apply and everything, so that you don't find any kind of blood coming out, and during runs, if chaffing comes, it might mess up everything.
Right.
And don't try to carry more things like mobiles, headphones. Some people will carry, I don't know, huge headphones and all.
Yes.
It's more their weight than their body weight. I don't know why they wear and run. So try to avoid as much as you
Too
can.
many items.
Keep
Yeah.
lighter weight. Keep your body as light as you can, because one day without these gears, I don't think so anything will happen. So make sure that you keep your body light, and try to avoid these kind of things. Just enjoy the nature, just enjoy your sound of footsteps, and try to just give your best.
Noted. So, Sanjana, from your experience, should you wear new socks or stick to old ones?
Socks.
Yes.
I would say not even one one piece of clothing shouldn't be different than what you've already not worn previously during your training runs. Race day should feel familiar. It should not feel experimental. I think that's a principle that should be applied to all aspects of running, be it your gear, be it your training, be it your pace, be it anything. So please, no new shoes, no new socks on race days.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more like an exam. You don't go to exam thinking that there would be some new question. So I think that's what it applies to here, right? Okay. So Aditya, how should runners prepare for weather? I mean, especially with heat and humidity. I mean, we have a city slam happening in May, and it is going to be hot. So
Yeah, I think heat and humidity is very underestimated race day factor, especially in India. So I think the important part is you should hydrate proactively the day before. Just mix 1 liter of water, with the regular electrol that we get, the green and white packet, of course. Please don't use
Right.
anything else. Wear light moisture wicking fabric. I think it's best to avoid cotton entirely. Uh, Also, start slower than planned in high humidity, because your heart rate usually gets elevated, and pacing by feel rather than target pace is actually a much smarter option on those specific days. Uh, Use electrolyte and not just plain water, because as you're sweating a lot, you lose a lot of sodium, and hyponatremia is a real risk when you're running a little longer distances. But I think up to 10K you should be fine, but there is a chance that it could happen, so it's always best to top up on your salts. The last one is, please use sunscreen if it's genuinely that hot, and please do not forget Vaseline or anti-chef cream, because you're going to burn up otherwise in every way.
Right. Noted. Thank you. And now, coming to Sanjana again, if we have to talk about how you handled your race day nerves or anxiety, and what should you tell yourself? I mean, in the first 2 to 3 kilometers, you know, just setting as an example for others who are starting.
I I reframe my, of course, to begin with, I am very much nervous before any race. I already signed up for very less races. Most of the time I do training, and there's only like maybe 3 or 4 races that I sign up in a year. So all the more I'm more nervous than what I should be for a race. So nervousness is always there, but I kind of try to reframe my nervousness as excitement. So instead of thinking that I'm nervous, I tell myself that I am ready to perform, and I already do all the mental visualization of the race beforehand in my mind, that this is going to be a lot of torture. I am going to definitely get sore while running. I'm going to get shin pain, whatever pain I can imagine. I already mentally imagine myself that this is what is going to happen. And then I keep on reminding that I've already done all of the hard work. Now it's just about showing up. So race day is just about, for me, it's just about showing up. It's the training for me that is more harder than what I have to, than what it is should be for my than my race day. So yeah, I think
Basically, prepare your
reframing your
mind for the worst and then get into it because you've done the hard work.
yes. Thank you so much for summarizing that.
So, Shravan, what do you do when runners feel like quitting mid race?
Uh, so as a pacer,
Yeah, as a pacer, as a coach, I mean, I think
okay.
you do both. So,
See, I mention to every each of my mentee or any runner, I just give them the same suggestion. If you are trained well, go ahead with it. Otherwise, there are many runs in future, so you can just take it light and you can just enjoy your run and come back. So never ever push your body. Okay, if it is not accepting or if it is not ready, then don't push it. If you are feel like quitting, listen to your body and slow it down and cut off the race. So no worries, nothing. No one is going to put you behind the bars and everything if you come out of the race. So health is the most important priority. So just
yes,
go ahead with it. Just analyze that, okay, my body is working fine, I can able to push it. If your body is completely okay, if it not even 100%, if it is 200% confident, go ahead with it and push your body and complete it. If 99% also, if your body says that no, I'm not okay with it, directly come out of it. There is nothing wrong in that. So that's what I keep on telling all the runners also the same, that okay, give always listen to your body and give your best. So
right. So, listen to your body and do what your body tells you to do.
right.
Don't overdo it,
Yes.
only push until you can.
Right.
All right. So, Aditya, any mental tricks to stay focused till the finish?
So I think you just break the race into thirds. Basically, don't we all start to think about, oh, I have to finish the 10K. I have 9 kilometers to go. I usually tell people, don't think about of it like that. Rather than that, just look at the next 3 4 minutes and just continue and just keep thinking as to how you're feeling. Just keep moving. The whole point is just keep moving. So I think eventually, within the certain time frame, you would have finished your race, rather
Right.
than just focusing on the amount of kilometers left. Uh, Also focus on your form. When fatigue hits, we usually shift the attention to keeping our shoulders relaxed. We should, basically shift our attention to keeping our shoulders relaxed, keeping our cadence up, moving your arms properly. It also redirects your mind and makes the event more productive for you. I think, yeah, and you
Like
can also
distract
use
your focus.
landmarks. Yeah, you could use landmarks. Like if you see a person in front of you and he's pacing, and you're able to, keep up with the pace, please use them as landmarks, and you just try to catch up with them, or you can just pace with them. That helps
Small
you
targets. Yeah.
take your mind off the actual larger goal, and you shift to smaller goals like micro goals, and that keeps you more present, and you don't have fatigue. It actually helps.
Yeah, that was what I was going to ask you next. I mean, do you break the race segments, mentally? But yeah, I think that's what you've answered anyway. So, I mean, moving into the next segment, like we would like to discuss about the race day logistics, as in, Shravan, what should runners expect on a race day, or how early should they arrive?
Okay. So I think it's better to be on the race day 1 hour earlier, okay, so that they can have a cool warm up. They can just have their heart rate into, like, they just bring up their heart rate from rest mode to normal mode, at least zone 1 or zone 2. Okay, go with an easy run, do enough stretches, and make sure that your body is completely fit. If you want to eat something before 15 to 20 minutes also, you have enough time to get it digested or something kind of, any small item. So just like a small half banana or anything kind of. So that is the reason we have to at least come 1 hour before to the race, and
Right.
just try to adjust to the environment, like, okay, where exactly, how I need to start, analyze the strategy. You'll have, think about the complete route. Okay, so inside your brain, the 90 this thing, this movie has to run, that okay, this is the route I'm going to run, this is how I'm going to run. I will take right, I will take left, I'm going to run faster here, I'm going to run slower here. So this
Right.
all analysis has to be done in mind. So they can come early, they can talk to the people, or they can talk to the pacers, that okay, what strategy they are going on. If they are okay with to go with the pacer, go with it. Or if the pacer is not running according to them, then you run alone, you follow your own strategy. So you'll get enough time to just decide at that time. It's not like you're coming just 5 minutes before and thinking that whether I should go with pacer or not. Okay, I will give a try with pacer. At that time, last minute, there are so many confusions, so that should not happen. It's if you come 1 hour early, you'll feel like, okay, you're at home. Okay, suddenly someone is asking me to run for 3 to 4 hours, I'm simply running it, so that's it. So feel free.
Right. I was going to ask you this. What are the common mistakes runners make? I mean, with respect to the same thing, I think one you mentioned, people do come late. I have
Yeah,
seen that myself. I mean, they come in the last 10 minutes or 5 minutes and they just run into the finish start
right,
line.
right. So the biggest common mistake which people do is they always depend on the organizers regarding sag.
Right.
Runners' first rule is to carry their own sack. They have to carry the water bottle. You might have noticed just run before, just 2 minutes before the run, someone will ask, the next person will ask you, can you give me your water? I want to have a sip of
Yes.
water. No, because he is carrying his 250 ml of water to run
And
his
then,
21K. So that's like, so everyone has to carry their own sack. They should have their own water bottle, and they should not be in a situation that now I'm suddenly feeling thirsty or something kind of. And many people have seen, okay, they try new gels.
hmm,
And okay, if you are addicted to the gels or something, go ahead with it. Don't try any new brands or new gels or anything. There might be, like, there might be caffeine gels, non-caffeine gels, and everything. There might every gels are relate this different with different brands. So these are the
right.
things which people do, and some people don't warm up. They simply talk to the people, their friends, and they forget about, like, okay, the warm up and everything. They simply, by the time it flags off, they will simply start running and everything. So after some time, they might feel like, okay, my legs and everything are becoming heavier and they cannot able to run and everything. So first thing is like their own sag. Next thing is they have to do enough warm up, and they have to the third thing is they have to focus on their run.
Noted. I hope everybody's making note of all these. These are very, very important. And Sanjana, from a runner's perspective, what should you do the night before?
Keep it very simple. Lay out all your gears, um, and take nice photos. Thanks to Instagram, put it on Instagram as well. Tell the world that you're going to run tomorrow. But just kidding. Lay out all your gears so that you are prepared the next morning and get right into it. Eat
Right.
familiar food. Mostly eat, as I think Aditya has also mentioned, keep it light, keep it carbohydrated so that you get the energy the next morning, and try to sleep early. Even if you don't sleep, which happens to the most of us before the run, it's also fine. It's okay. The nervousness and all the excitement is just kicking in, and do not overthink about it.
Yes.
And that's essentially how you should keep your night before the race very, very simple. Try to take, I mean, if you are taking magnesium, it helps you get a good sleep, but
Yes. Yes.
that's, those are all just supplements. But
Yeah.
yeah, keep it simple.
Yeah, so keep it simple, like keep your gear ready, eat light, carbohydrate rich diet, and sleep early and get ready for your race. All right, so coming to improving your performance, Shravan, what should someone focus on to improve their timing with the 10 kilometers?
Okay, so that depends on their training, on their target plan. So no one will directly come to 10K and just execute right away.
Right.
So if someone is coming for a run, even it's a 5K run, that is most of the runners do the mistake. They directly come to the run and they directly want to attempt something. So if a runner is coming for any timing target, so he would have already decided 1 month back.
Hmm.
He would have been training for that timing for a long time. It's not like, okay, I will go today and I will try to execute it within that time. That doesn't work. If it works, so that cannot be as calculated as, okay, they have achieved something.
Right.
So a runner must know that, okay, what timing they are going to complete it. If we can write down what timing they are going to complete it on paper, and after the run, if there's the same timing, then that's the perfect run, because that is how he has trained for his pace. He knows that, okay, that I'm going to finish in that run. If I'm going to finish it in the 10K in 40 minutes, he would have trained for that.
Right.
So I just keep writing like that only, okay, that I'm going to complete in 39 minutes 40 seconds. So I make sure that I finish in 39 minutes 40 seconds. I know where I need to save each and every second also, where I need to utilize those seconds. So running under 40 minutes is like, you have to apply so much logic and everything. Within seconds also you have to think of it. So
Right.
if they want to improve the timing, if there are beginners 10K, then every first 10K should be a base for them. That, okay, whatever I am running, that should be the base, and they have to improve accordingly in the future runs.
Right. So, I mean, on that note, I mean, is speed training necessary for beginners?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Speed training is not at all necessary. We can have first, beginners has to focus on endurance. Their legs should know what is 1 kilometer, what is 2 kilometers, what is five, what is eight, and what is 10.
Right.
Yeah, if the legs doesn't know the distance, their legs will get confused.
Right.
So it when you are running for the first 2 kilometers, only your legs know that, okay, they are in rhythm. For from the third kilometer to 10th kilometer, no one knows that what is happening. Okay, it's completely a mental game. That, okay, my legs has to go on. The rhythm starts and they go on. So then that will come into the picture. The speed training doesn't works. Nothing will work. The thing is like how much your legs know the distance. Okay, you're trained for 5 kilometers and you're going for 10 kilometers. After sixth kilometer, your legs will get confused. What is that? Yeah, it is taking so much time, and my legs started paining and all. So
Right.
the speed training and all, I don't think so. It is much needed until unless you are going for the good timing. Okay,
Right.
if you are, if you
So
wanted
for
to just
beginners,
finish
it
it
really
off,
doesn't apply.
right, right, right. If you are going with the good time, it means like the fun run or something kind of, you want to finish it from 60 minutes or something kind of, I don't think so any kind of speed training is needed. If you are going beyond 40 or anything, then I think you can do some speed sessions which might help you to achieve the target.
Right.
But for
Got it.
beginners, I don't suggest speed training right away. Just focus on the endurance part first.
Yeah. So your body needs to adapt to what you're learning first. Learn to run or walk 10K first and then
Yes,
get over.
yes,
Okay.
yes. Yeah.
Got it. So Aditya, I mean, what types of workouts help improve pace safely?
So for a 10K runner looking to improve his pace without injuries, uh, basically I think easy aerobic base running is very important. 80% of your runs should be easy, more easy miles. Obviously, definitely a stronger aerobic engine, and your pace also improves over a period of time. Now,
Right.
apart from this, they can add in eventually, like Shravan said, once you get used to the load. So we do progressive loading. Once we
Right.
load the individual for the distance and they're used to it, their ligaments, tendons are adapted. Then you can go on to tempo runs, interval training, and strides. Strides is basically adding a last 20-second acceleration, towards the end of your. You can do that towards the end of your easy run also. Interval training is basically short bursts at faster speeds,
Mhm.
and it you repeat this again and again, and you can actually quantify the distance based on how your body feels and how your body is responding. So if you get better with a 200-meter, you obviously will push on to a 400-meter interval, and
Right.
so on. Tempo runs, last but not least, I think running comfortably at a hard pace for 20 to 40 minutes, keeping it in the lower end of your zone 4. It helps train your lactate threshold, I think, which is the biggest determinant when you want to push for speed. So the key is progression. Don't add speed work and volume at the same time. I think you should introduce one stressor at a time. Otherwise, your body gets too stressed, you won't recover, and you'll land up with injuries.
Right. Noted. So don't overload your body again, like Shravan, Sanjana, and Aditya are mentioning. You should listen to your body, take it easy, start slow, and build your pace.
Yes.
We're almost coming to the end of the session. So I'd like to quickly ask all of you one final tip for runners on race day. What should finishing a 10K mean for a first time runner?
Uh,
Who is going first? I can go first.
Yeah, yeah,
If
Shravan,
you,
please go
if
ahead.
you are a beginner, just enjoy the run and keep that thing as a base. That is your base timing, and in the future, try to just improve that timing. So if you are running your first 10K in 70 minutes, make sure that you are improving that timing to 65, 60, and etc. etc. If you're an experienced runner, make sure that you have already planned in your mind. So make sure that you have enough practice for your runs, and don't try to execute any new things on that race day. And go with the timing what you have practiced for. That's the only tip which I can give.
Thank you. And Aditya, what?
so basically, trust your training. On race day, I think you're already there, and I think majority of the work is done in your training already.
Yeah,
Don't second guess your preparations. Don't change your plan because of what someone else around you is doing. Just run your race at your pace and just enjoy it. I think you'll be fine.
right. Thank you. And Sanjana, what would you suggest?
For a first time runner, finishing a 10K is a huge milestone. So it's a proof that you can commit, you can show up and push through the discomfort. And timing honestly doesn't matter as much as the fact that you have finished the 10K race. So just enjoy it, uh, be well prepared in your training, and on the race day, just celebrate all the hard work that you have put in through your trainings.
Thank you, Sanjana. I mean, thank you again to all our panelists and everyone who joined us today. I think race day is your moment to trust your training, back yourself, and run your own pace, strong, steady, and confident. So, yeah, to all our 10K runners, wishing you all an amazing race day. Thank you.
Thank you, Sushmita.
Thank you and all the
Thank
best
you,
to everyone.
Sushmita, and
Thank you,
thank you,
Sushmita. Thank
everyone.
you.
All